and good day. You're welcome to Networkitv Breakfast Mix. Today on the show, I will be taking you through the news on finance, housing, politics and governance. I remain your host, Amaka Mobodo from Networkitv, bringing the world to you. Let's dive into the news for today. The government is set to launch the Minimum Wage Committee on January 30th, 2024 in response to economic challenges like subsidy removal, naira devaluation, and more. Nigerians are grappling with the cost of living crisis marked by a 27-year high inflation at 28.92%. Although President Tinubu pledged a relief measure for households and businesses, the implementation has been slow despite the President's approval of a 35,000 naira wage increase for federal servants in October 2023. In response to the reports of Burkina Faso, Niger and Mali announcing their immediate withdrawal from the ECOWAS, the Economic Community of West African States, clarifying the communique that those countries are still members. The leaders of the repelling countries expressed disappointment with ECOWAS over situations and sanctions and the perceived lack of support in tackling terrorism. Muda Yusuf, the COO of the Center of Promotion of Private Enterprise under the African Continental Free Trade Area, warns that the departure of these countries could worsen economic fragmentation and hinder collective efforts against terrorism and insurgency. The actor aiming for a unified market may also face challenges. Governor Babangida Zulum of Borno State has revealed that over 3.2 million people have been forced to leave their homes due to the Boko Haram insurgency over the past 7 years in Borno State. The governor shared this information during the launch of 8 projects by the Qatar Charity Foundation in Maiduguri, which includes a school, clinic, mosque, sports ground, staff quarters, and a charity office. Governor Zulum expressed appreciation for the foundation's decision to support Borno State, emphasizing the severe impact of the Boko Haram insurgency on lives and properties in the state. The Nigeria Customs Service, led by Comptroller General Bashiru Adewale Adeniyi, has announced the introduction of 24 hours operation on the country's seaports. This initiative aims to boost port efficiency, reduce congestion, and enhance competitiveness in West and Central Africa. Adeniyi, during a visit to the Nigerian Port Authority, highlighted the importance of the selected seaport servicing as a pilot for the round-the-clock operation. He emphasized the need for continuous security measures to facilitate the engagement of ancillary service providers in port operations. The federal government has announced plans to digitize public services, prioritizing the digital economy and ensuring the protection of citizens' data. Dr. Bosun Tijani, Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, shared this at a press conference on the Global Data Privacy Day. He stated that President Bola Tinubu has directed the ministry to spearhead a tech-driven transformation of public services, signaling a major move towards digitizing government functions. The governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, emphasized the importance of focusing on domestic production to stabilize the nation's food supply and address currency fluctuations. During his visit to the Duffel Farm and Ethanol Factory in Ovia North East Local Government Area of Edo State, Governor Obaseki discussed collaborations with investors to guide cassava farmers in expanding production for industrial use. He highlighted the market demand for cassava products and utilization of byproducts in various industries. Thank you for staying with us, and that is all we have for you for the news of today on business and finance. The next segment we'll be going into is an interview with a security specialist / consultant, Mr. Edward Orim of Edgar Consulting Limited. We'll be delving into issues of insecurity in Nigeria, particularly in the FCT, the capital of Nigeria, and he's here to give us details and some points as citizens on what we should do to safeguard ourselves and our communities. Join me for the interview.
The insecurity in Nigeria has been a problem so far. So even enter motor now is a problem to me because of this. I was supposed to travel last Christmas. No problem. I was not able to travel because of this security and kidnapping. So I don't know who is who. To enter vehicle now is a problem. You understand? At times now you enter bus now thinking that you have entered the right bus. The people will find out inside there will be a kidnapping. So the Nigeria is not secure. You can't probably go out. You can't probably move around. Even daytime like this, you can't even go out because of this. So what is happening in Nigeria now is so bad. It's not giving us. It's not making us feel happy. So that's the thing. It's affecting me so much. Come over.
It has really affected us in as much as we no longer go out frequently. How we go out, you are afraid whether somebody can just burst out in our various homes to come and destroy and take our belongings. So it has really done us so much harm.
Well, it is not only me, it's a general issue, and I'm sure that it's affecting everybody, because once you are going out, you will be conscious of security. And in fact, we are scared even entering motor, coming to business, and all of that. I think I have heard some places along Guarimpa, yes, and I think that is the area I've heard somewhere along Lokoja Road, Abuja Lokoja Road.
The insecurity in Nigeria, especially in Abuja, it's scary though. It's hard for people to go out now. Even during the day, you see one chance and all that. So it's so scary. But for me, I know I'm protected. Yeah, but solution, the security have to be beefed up in Abuja, especially because I see that from these neighboring states, that's where they're coming from. It wasn't like this before. So they have to beef up the security around the borders entering Abuja, like Suleja, Nasarawa, and the rest. So that's just it.
But unfortunately, I will commend our president, Bola Tinubu, is try to make something happen to curb all this banditry, kidnapping, and so on, and so forth. And to me, the thing and because of all these things that make the rampant is because of the first subsidy removal of all the hardship on the people, elevation, poverty, all this. But to an extent, I mean, I will advise people to be patient, to be more patient for President Bola Tinubu, because he's the person that is the father of the hearsay. Everything that we are saying is hearing it, and we talk about it, say we do most of things. But I commend the security people too, because of the program that IG is bringing it now. All the people that are trained because of the banditry and so on and so forth. They are start working day before yesterday, and on Friday they are starting progressing, and they are caught some informant and kidnapping people. So we thank them, but we pray to Almighty Allah to give them the strength to make everything possible, to make us be happy in this country, to be going our daily bread free and freely, not to fear. So that's it.
In a country where we celebrate fraudsters, where we celebrate leaders that are not able to provide water, they're not able to provide anything, and they generated to poverty, you understand? So in a poverty state, people must do anything, at least. See some people now, they don't have nice shelter, they don't have water, but once the child start doing this yahoo now, we dig borehole, we build a nice house, you understand, those things that they could have got from government, like water, security, you understand, can even bring one aboki, put at the gates, you understand. So there is no way, if you want to chase away insecurity, we must first of all chase away poverty. And I can see this present government, they're not even helping matters, calling somebody like Buhari, celebrating somebody like Buhari who have kept the country in this situation we are, to show that themselves, they are all birds of the same feather. So what I think, we should first of all find a way of seeing how we can, whoever that is governor, whoever that is president, that is doing the right thing to provide the needs for the poor people. Because the high rate of poverty is high on increase. It's not like America where you become maybe you're selling you're just serving a restaurant and sending money to your people. It's not like that. So that is only what I saw. There's no way we can fight insecurity without chasing away hardship, poverty, because hungry man is an angry.
Hello and thanks for joining me again. We're back here with an interview today. We'll be focusing on the insecurity issues in Nigeria, precisely the FCT, the center of Nigeria. Currently, we're battling with various insecurity issues, and as you can see, it is creeping into the central area, which is the central region of Nigeria, which is Abuja. And today with me, I have a security expert from Edgar Consulting Limited, the principal consultant of Edgar Consulting Limited, Mr. Edward Orim, right here with me. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. I'd like to get your perspective on how are you viewing the current security challenges happening in Nigeria. What is your overview about it, from the inception to when it was spreading to the states, then now it's in the Federal Capital Territory. Just a general overview about it.
Well, I think the security situation in Nigeria has been, the paradigm has been increasing, but however, I think there's needs to be aware, and we'll see how we move on. But for us security practitioners, we're always on the level 3 in the scale of 1 to 5. So once there's kidnap somewhere, it doesn't make anything, we just move to the next level. But I'm sure this kidnapping has been happening.
When you say move to the next level, what exactly do you mean?
Okay, yeah, so alert, the situation alert, I mean by, I'm not worried, because I anticipated that there will be trouble, there will be increase in security. I'm aware there is, but for you, you're not aware that there's a security situation. So when you hear one news, oh, they kidnapped somebody, they've been kidnapping a lot of people, but people don't hear that.
Yeah.
So for me, I already know that they have been kidnapping. Okay. So I'm not alarmed.
Okay, so like we've been aware. Apparently, as you just said, we've been aware of these issues happening. So how come it hasn't been curbed yet? It's not being managed. It's not being controlled. It's spreading. Even like it's spreading. I think it was like in less than 12 states as at 2020, but now it's in over 26 states in Nigeria. So how come it's spread? How come it's, instead of it to be reducing, instead of it to be mitigated, it's spreading rapidly?
Well, a lot of factors warrant that. Because there's poverty, and you look at you say some of these guys, they're getting a lot of money, so poverty might not be their aim. Sometimes ideology, sometimes retribution. I mean revenge. You know, when you want to, some people just want to they just want to spoil the effort of the government. Yeah, and sometimes, of course, we all know that ransom money. Yeah. You can see that since we started this cashless policy, you used to have armed robbers on the streets. Yes. But right now, the armed robbers, they cannot see 100,000 if they stop anyone on the road. Yeah. So, but if you want to kidnap somebody, you can just get somebody, and you can even get 300,000. Even if it's a market woman, you can get 300,000. So that which school? So yeah.
Okay, but then seeing Nigeria has grown over the years in terms of technology, in terms of innovation. But then why haven't we been able to use those technological innovations that we've had to tackle these issues of kidnapping and herdsmen and banditry?
Well, the government is actually putting a lot of effort.
They are?
Yeah, they are putting a lot of effort, and every day they will move to the current situation. Like you can see the FCT or the IG and the Chief of Defense Staff, they are actually trying to look at ways to improve. The FCT are already gotten the squads that can enforce that. But generally, I would say that we need to have more political will.
Political will. Okay. I was also seeing something recently about the fact that these headsmen, these kidnappers, like they associate with some rural communities in like the distant villages and all of that. So I just don't understand why the government hasn't put in so much effort, because as Nigerians, the common man feels like they are just there. They are on site, we can see where they are, we can actually get to pick them up and get to arrest them and get to, but the government hasn't done that. So I want to know, what effort is the government actually putting into that? We the citizens can see that these are efforts they are putting into.
Yeah, I think the approach should be having to get the traditional rulers, the religious leader, because Nigerians as a whole actually follow their leaders. Of course, even in the US, you can see Donald Trump doing whatever he's doing, saying whatever he's saying, and he still have followers. So it's not just in Nigeria.
Okay, so in your own terms, in your own idea, the police force, the military, they are doing their best to capacitate this issue.
Yeah, they are doing their best. I think I think you just need additional effort.
Okay.
Yeah, just to
what
improve.
Additional efforts do they need?
Yeah, they need cooperation with the society, the communities, and the political willpower to be able to carry out their actions.
Okay. Well, see, let's compare the Nigerian military and the Nigerian forces to those of the Western countries. What do you think we need to prep on? What do you think we need to put more effort into to be as good? Because in other countries, once there is a case of terrorism or any insurgency, they have a rapid response to it. So coming from your own point of view as a personal private security agency, what do you think the country, the federal sector needs to imbibe?
Well, for now, I think I would rather say they should review or go back to talking about community policing, state policing.
Yes.
So once you have state police, the state is going to recruit their own citizens, their own villagers, community members. So they get to know who is within the community. So with that, they will be able to identify who is not a member or who are the criminals. So I think state policing should be one of those things that the government should do.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you coming on the show. I really appreciate you taking your time to come and speak to us and to the Nigerian citizens as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.